our distinguished guest is a very famous and enormous character in Sri Lanka, and I would be failing if I don't mention a few words about this enormous character who served Sri Lanka for years. Sir, a warm welcome to our NSIS YouTube channel. We are very fortunate that you should be here to grace this occasion. Actually, today is a red letter day, a very important day to NSIS. Today, our guest speaker, and he is the founder chairman of Nigam South International School Network and the managing director, and a very famous, the popular, the mentor, the chemistry teacher in Sri Lanka, and a great politician who served our country politically. He is Deshabimani, Deshamanya, Janranjana, Dr.A.K.Paul Perera. He is crowned with so many titles. The citations, we will talk about those citations later. Sir, very good afternoon to you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Sir, can you just tell me like how you started your career as a chemistry teacher?
Actually, I started in 1971 as a chemistry teacher, but I became very popular at that time. Actually, my idea was not to teach. I just wanted to do my PhD in the early stage, although later I got my PhD. But early stage, I was planning to take my PhD. But before that, I became very popular in chemistry while I was doing classes at Foreigner. And within a year or before a year, I just became very popular and I started my own school while I was teaching at Foreigner, Vidyaratna and Sri Pali, and also Takshila Madhyama Vidyalaya also. And I had taught more than 2.5 lakhs of chemistry students. And later, after serving about 30 years, I started the English medium schools, and I named that school the Nigam South International School. And later it became a network after starting one branch at Pidiyandala and the other branch at Nikambu. And before starting, my son and my daughter was very small. And when they passed the degrees, I just gave those schools to them. And now they are doing very well. And I think for Pidiyandala, I think this is the 17th year. And Nitamur maybe the 15th year. So that's how I came to this field. And later I became a politician after becoming a member of the Western Province, that is Western Province of Western Province.
Provincial member of the Western Province.
And I served for 10 years for people, and I have done a big work, great work for them. And after that, actually I didn't want to join politics because it was not my field. Later I came to know. And I started this network in 1997, as far as I can remember. And now for the Nigam branch, more than 25 years I have served for the Nigam branch, and am working as the chairman of the network now.
Yes, sir. Actually, the people in Sri Lanka know you, introduce you, and you are considered to be a great mentor and educationist, a great educationist. And though you have rendered a great service, an enormous service to the education arena, education sector, right? Can you remind your past?
Actually, I have produced doctors, engineers, and highly educated personnel, and I have seen them they are at the highest peak now. Very recently, I can remember my son's wife's mother got a cancer, and that time the Maharagama Cancer Hospital didn't have much facilities because of the COVID-19 and the current situation of the country, and she was transferred to Ravi, and that time my son's wife has gone to the hospital, and she has told the doctor who was in charge, the number one man there. He has told that she is married to my Paul's son, and at that time the doctor had told, he is my teacher, and I will do the needful to you. And many occasions, I can remember once I went to the Environmental Authority of Sri Lanka, and I just wanted to meet the head of the section, but the people working there, actually they allowed me to go to meet the head, and he was the Director General, and actually he couldn't sit on his chair. He was asking me to sit on the chair, but I told him, that is your chair and you have to sit. My chair is this one. So then he brought another Assistant Deputy Director General, Deputy Director General. He was also one of my students, and again he brought one director there, and he was one of my students. All the three, we had little tea, a cup of tea, and I left the place happily because I have produced these fellows. That means they are working for the country. I was very happy at that time.
Actually, it's a blessing, and you can be now very happy teacher service that you have rendered to the education arena in Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
Right. And so, other thing is, actually, you wanted to do something to the society, especially the education, a student community. Actually, then your vision was great. And then how, why you were content to start such an enormous big school, right? Especially the international schools for the students who are underprivileged.
Yeah, now actually when I was teaching in my classes, all the time I have told my students that I'll be having my own generation. That means to work for the country. But actually I didn't like these examinations. That means O level, A level, the degree. That was a common pattern in Sri Lanka. But I wanted to produce children who can work for the country and develop the country. That means technology. I like the technology as the best education sector in the country. But normally the high rank people in the country, even the education, the people who are in charge of education, they have not understood what is wanted to the country. And the examinations, actually I don't like the examinations. You are getting some letters and a certificate, but you cannot do anything.
Yeah.
But I like the technology whereby the children are learning to develop something, and ultimately the country is getting the benefit of these children, because examinations are not wanted. That is what has happened to the country. We have produced children with the brain, but not with the heart.
Actually, you have started to establish the schools with a handful of students, and now it has become an enormous tree branching out to Pidiyandala and Nittambur. Right, we have a big strength of students.
Actually, I started this school with 15 children. I can remember the late Mr. Janranjana. He was the minister at that time, and he is the one who came here and opened the school. And later, from the religious side, fathers came. I cannot remember Father Ivan, who is a big one at the moral ministry. He is a big fellow now. And later, I can remember another father, I cannot remember the name. He also joined the school and was advising me, because Nigam is a Catholic area, and as a Catholic, myself is a Catholic, and I did much work with the fathers. It means to develop the religion wise. I wanted to develop the school.
Yeah.
And I can remember I started the Pidiyandala branch as the second branch, and I gave it to my son, who is also much educated with a BSc degree and an MSc holder. And later I started another branch in Nittambur and gave it to my daughter, because she is also a BSc graduate and also having an MSc, and they are doing very well. And I think from the whole network of more than 500 children admitted to the education department for the O-levels, even now the Commissioner General of the education department is one of my students who studied in Nigam.
Yeah.
He's Mr. Amit Jasundara.
Yeah.
He knows me very well, and he had done a great service to all the branches. When the applications were taken by me to the department, they were taken by the Director General. Now he is the Director General. Earlier he was the Commissioner of Examinations.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Actually, in conclusion, what's the message that you want to pass on to the educators in Sri Lanka, as the teachers and who are concerned in education sector and the students? Can you just tell us as a piece of advice?
Mr. Hemanta, I just want to advise, actually I am always advising my teachers. That means the first thing is love, because when a small child joins the school, the love is very important.
Yeah.
And the education is coming as the second part of the career.
Yeah.
And with love, the child should understand the family background and the school background.
Yeah.
That is with love. And later on the education is coming.
Yeah.
But as an advice,
Yeah.
I can give education is not should not be based on examinations,
Yes.
because the ability is very important, and when you understand the ability of the child will develop something which is important in the country. And examination wise, the child is always competing with others to pass the O level, to pass the A level, and to pass the degree, and that is the normal pattern in the country, and that's why we cannot develop our country up to the standard we need. Yeah.
It means we want to produce more and more. Right. It means
That means more and more
technicians and engineers.
technological children where they can work for the country.
Yeah.
Today I saw one paper. The paper had given we'll be the best nation when we pass 2020, and no debtors.
Yeah.
Nothing. Now actually one person has to that means take the responsibility of more than 20-30 lakhs as a debt. But this has been told in 2020, the country will be free of all the debts. Now it is 2023, and they are telling, so we will finish all the debts, but we are getting loans all the time, and from the IMF we are getting loans, from the World Bank we are getting loans. You cannot develop this country without the technology. Yeah, that's
Actually,
what happened.
as far as the technology is concerned, I still remember that you had a plan of starting NSIS campus.
Yes, still I
Right.
am having that idea,
Connection with
and I am always planning to start this campus where all these children, if they are not willing to do the higher education, they can join, and from these parts they can be the best of all, and they can work on behalf of the country.
So they had a dream of introducing a number of courses, aquaculture,
Agriculture, still those things are in my head, but I will be doing before leaving this student. I will be doing that.
Yeah.
So I'll be satisfied, and when I do all these things on behalf of my children. Yeah.
When you look back the service and especially the service to this education arena and to the student community, then I think you can be the most satisfied person.
Actually, I have taught many children, and I know many of them have gone to the highest level. Even the police people, I have produced even the DIGs. I think now there are 3 DIGs working for the country. Director of that means the Deputy Inspector General, and also from the forces, I have produced a large amount of that means highly educated, and they have gone to the peak of the service.
Now we are moving on to the end of our interview. So actually we are very happy of you. Then as a well experienced and well qualified chemistry teacher in Sri Lanka, then not only that but also as a mentor and principal of a leading international school in Sri Lanka, and as the managing director of South International School in Sri Lanka, which is one of the leading international schools in Sri Lanka, and as a politician what can you say to the society, the student community and parents? We would like to, I think, our parents and our well-wishers and the students, they would like to know your valuable message and your advice and opinion.
So I have to give a message to all the parents, to all the children in this country. To understand, education is very important. I have produced lakhs of children and also an international school network, and I'm very happy. I have produced the poor crowd without taking any admission in an international school network, and I'm very happy with my hard work to build them up the society, and they are doing high positions in the country, and so many doctors, engineers, and computer operators, and children having computer degrees and earning a lot of money to the country. And dear parents, I must give an example for you. And you have to educate your children to the utmost level, because one day you have to you are growing old one day, and you have to look after, you have to wait for your children to look after you, and the children will look after you when you grow old. So for that you have to give them the correct position with education. And as a father and as a principal and a managing director, I have produced my children. I am having one son and one daughter, and they are very educated, and they are running 2 schools also. Actually now we are also going old. Now I am leading a very good life because I have produced educated children. And I am asking all the parents in the country, and this is my message: you have to educate your children well, so that when you go old, one day you can see what they are doing for you, and they will help you and they will look after you. Because of education, they will be getting high posts in the country as well as outside the country.
Yeah, sir, and right. What the message that you can give to our students, because then you have been dealing, still not have been dealing, you have been dealing with lakhs of children in Australia. Not only Nigam, right? Otherwise, as a chemistry teacher, you have been teaching the chemistry to thousands of children in Australia. Then, right, what's the message that you can give to student community? Because as a father, right, you can be proud of your children. You have a very valuable, very precious daughters, huh? And you have produced, right? Then you give a message to parents as a father. Now, as a teacher, as a principal, then what the message that you can give to the student community?
Actually, I am very happy with my educated crowd, because I can remember those days when I was teaching the whole of the all the country and all the places like Colombo, Gampaha, Kandy, K-Ball, and many other places. I cannot remember all the places, but I I see the children are well educated and they have done their PhDs also outside the countries, and they are doing very well. So that is my happiness, because I have produced an educated crowd, and they are serving their parents as well as the country. And my last advice for the parents is to educate your sons and daughters, so that when you grow old, these sons and daughters will look after you. As myself, now I will be looking after by my son and daughter, and they are doing very well since they are educated. So education is very important. That is my message to be given to all the parents in the country.
Right. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, today our guest speaker is a mentor of Sri Lanka, and famous and popular chemistry teacher in Sri Lanka. So now he is the owner of Nigambu South International School Network, Nigambu, Pidiyandala and Nittabuwa, with a population of 6,000 students. And thank you very much, sir, because like you are a precious character, and you are a prominent character, and you are an eminent character, and you are a great mentor, and your service is immense. Your service is great merit. You have rendered a great service to Sri Lanka and to the student community in Sri Lanka, and I think the student community who studied chemistry under your shade are indebted to you. We are indebted to you. Because of you, the thousands of doctors are enjoying the fruit of their life, and thousands of engineers are enjoying the fruit of their life. Thousands of IT professionals and other professions are enjoying their life, enjoying the fruit of their life. Therefore, we all indebted to you, and we wish you, we wish you will be blessed with the courage and the long life and the healthy life, and to continue the service to the student community and Sri Lanka. And we wish you a happy retired life in the years to come also. Thank you very much. The ladies and gentlemen, today our speaker was Dr.A.K.Paul Perera, Deshabimani, Deshamanya, Janranjana, Dr.A.K.Paul Perera, the principal and the managing director of Nigambu South International School. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us and sharing your valuable ideas with us.
And I also must thank you very much. And you are warmly welcome.
Thank you, sir.